But first, more reaction to my take at 10 in the company of the Queen of American showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. Kinsey, I think it is time for the country and the King to forgive Prince Harry.
What have you done with my Marky Mark? Who is this person? I do think that the King
I'm a deep fake. It's a deep fake.
AI.
Yeah. This is a mask. You can see the line just there.
Right, exactly. Well, I do think that the King should engage in peace talks once Prince Harry does some maturing. He is, completely self-serving, a perpetual victim, which we saw in that statement that you referenced while he was in the UK. He has no respect for his elders, no respect for the institution, and a questionable relationship with the truth. He has remained defiant and detrimental throughout the illness and death of Prince Philip, the death of Queen Elizabeth, and the devastating cancer revelations from both King Charles and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. Harry's untrustworthy, and his delusions of grandeur are reckless, and he remains a liability to the future of the monarchy. So he still has some growing up to do, Mark, but I understand what you're saying. It's devastating to watch it all unfold.
Was it wrong of the King not to grant him an audience, even 5 minutes, for a hug? After all, our monarch is battling cancer.
I mean, I think what we're giving Prince Harry a lot of credit by taking his word for why they didn't have a meeting. The King hasn't commented on why they didn't meet. We are all reacting to a press release sent out by Prince Harry's team, and who says he wanted to calm speculation. Well, where was that desire to calm speculation when Omid Scobie accused your father of racism at the end of last year? So I just think that that whole release was entirely self-serving to, cater to the victimhood narrative that he's done such a good job of building in the States.
Let's talk now about Harry and Meghan's international trip. Are they still cashing in on the royal family and the royal name?
I think in general, yes. The objective of this trip is to appear like they are still on the level of the real working royals. You said a few minutes ago, they've become a joke in the States specifically, but also in the UK, and they need to improve their image for the Sussex brand as a whole. It was, despite being stripped of his military titles, Mark, by the late Queen Elizabeth, Prince Harry in Nigeria was seen inspecting the troops. This is odd. He's not a working member of the royal family. That's something he would have done 10 years ago. And to quote the Daily Beast, they say the King is never going to endorse a hostile rival royal operation. And I think that is exactly what we see with Harry and Meghan. And the objective, again, is to monetize off of those connections.
Can we talk about the King's remarkable sister, Princess Anne, who I consider a chip off the old block in terms of her late great mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Is she the jewel in the royal crown?
I think you just need to come out and say you have a crush on her, because every time you talk about her, I see cartoon hearts fly out of your eyeballs.
She's a babe. I mean, she is, by the way, she is a very elegant woman and was absolutely stunning in her younger years, and is still a very, very fine lady. She's not wasteful, is she? She's sensible. She recycles outfits. She's no nonsense, exactly like her dear mum.
Yeah, the Princess Royal is an excellent role model. I mean, she stays above the fray. Her objectives are clear, and her heart is always in the right place. She's so beautifully British in the blunt way that she communicates. And she's, she is a wonderful example of a life of service. If I could spend the day with anyone, aside from Prince William and Catherine, it would be Princess Anne, because she is just, like you said, no nonsense. And I think her work ethic, you can't compete. It's unbelievable.
Well, indeed, a journalist at The Telegraph followed her for a few days and was exhausted by the end. This journalist, half Princess Anne's age.
Oh, yeah. I imagine it's like that. The second or third day of going to the gym for the first time in a long time feeling, where you're like, everything hurts and I am tired.
She's on trains, she's on planes, she's in automobiles, she's good humoured. Do you think she deserves some kind of upgrade? Could she have a new title, such as, I don't know, Deputy Monarch or something?
She absolutely could, but I think what's so special about her is that she doesn't like the attention. She wants to stay below the radar and get the job done. And that is a very admirable quality. And it lets you know that her intentions are pure, that she's there to represent the blessing that she was born into, and she wants to elevate those causes that she's working for, and that's what she goes to sleep at night worried about. The next day, what can I do to make this thing better? She's not worried about if her picture was on the front page of a paper or what designer's going to dress her.
They don't make them like that anymore, do they? And Kinsey, they don't make them like you. Can't wait to catch up in a week's time. My thanks to the Queen of US showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. Check out her brilliant podcast, To Die For Daily, and her website of the same name.